Morning, nice to be with you again. A dry morning, so that's nice. Just a quick update on our French cuirassiers by Zvezda. I couldn't remember then. We've been working on the horses. It's probably going to drive me insane doing this because I'm doing the whole box to one go. Excuse me, which is 19 horses and 19 riders, but the horses are coming along. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's sort of where we're at. They've had a good going over to remove the flash and the usual scrub with tooth powder to get off any mold release agent, and then they've had two coats of paint on primer. And also with these horses, you'll notice with the riders, to keep the rider on the horse, the rider has little lugs on his legs there, which I'm going to get rid of because I can see that screwing up your paint job when you come to put the rider on the horse. So I'm going to get rid of them, and what I normally do is what I normally do is, hopefully you can see that, drill out the saddle of the horse, and then I'll drill out the rider, mount him on a little piece of garden wire so I can manipulate him to paint him, and when he's finished we'll clip that off, leave a little stub sticking out his backside, which will go into the horse. Voila. So the holes on the sides of the horses where the lugs from the legs on the riders go in, we filled them with some milliput and gone over them with the primer, so that's good. So that's where we're at with our French cuirassiers horses. Not where I really want it to be. I'm sort of all behind with this job, but I've been busy in the kitchen making pickles and jams and chutneys and marmalade and all that sort of stuff for Christmas and winter. So that took a lot of time, but we've just about finished now. A few more pickles maybe, and that's it. I can leave it all mature for Christmas and winter, which is nice, and then I can get back on to what I was doing, which is these cuirassiers. And whilst we're on the subject of food, I'm starting to lose my voice. Whilst we're on the subject of food, just a little something for you to consider before I go. I bought some fish about a month ago. Doesn't really matter what sort of fish, but it's garnered, but it doesn't really matter. And I put it in the freezer, and Saturday night I thought I'll have the garnered. So I poached it in a pan of water, which is what I normally do with fish. Made up some vegetables, all very nice. And so I got about a quarter of the way through eating this fish, and then found two worms in it, about so big each one. So obviously I didn't eat any more of the fish. So I went to my fish shop where I bought the fish from, and I told them, and no problem, they was very good about it. I said, you know, we're sorry and all the rest of it, and they gave me compensation, which I actually didn't want because I didn't go there for compensation. I just went there to tell them this had happened. But the interesting thing was, what they said was that all fishes have these worms in them. But the worst fishes are the fat-bodied fishes, because the worms get right into the flesh, and when they're filleting them and gutting them, they can't see the worms. So just something to bear in mind. next time you're eating a lump of cod or haddock, or in my case gurnard, just bear in mind you could be eating parasitic worm. So it's just something to mind if you eat a lot of fish. It's just something to bear in mind. Me personally, knowing this now, I will never eat fish again, but that's just a personal thing. But just bear that in mind. If you eat fish, you could be eating these parasitic worms, which is not a nice thought actually, but there you have it. They always say, never eat anything you haven't cooked yourself, which is probably very true. But in my case, even if you cook it yourself, you still can't be sure what you're eating, because I found 2 worms in my fish, but I ate quarter to a third of it. There could have been worms in the bit that I ate. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. So that's where we're at with our cuirassiers horses. We're now ready to start putting the color on them, which I will do today. So hopefully next time you get a visit from me with a video, you'll see some color on these horses. What I'll do is there's 19, so I'll probably do 10 black, sort of half and half, 10 black, and the rest I'll do browns and greys and so forth, just to give a nice mix of color within the horses. So I'm going to crack on with that. As always, there was somebody that subscribed. I have a new subscriber, and I'm now madly looking for the name here of the new subscriber. I can't remember his name. Let's see if I can find it. Before I go, Carl Merritt. Thank you, Carl Merritt, for subscribing. Hopefully we'll do stuff you find interesting and that you like watching. So thank you very much. So thank you to all the people who've subscribed. It's very nice, and thank you for your comments. And it's been very good. It's been very nice. This is one of the more enjoyable parts of making. Not doing miniatures, is making the videos. The worst part actually I find is deflashing the figures. I hate that. I just loathe doing that. Once I've done that, it's no problem. I enjoy it very much. So thank you to everybody. I tell you something. The latest video by, I gotta think, Pancake, Painty, whatever his name is. Watch his latest video and see his battlefield set out. It looks absolutely fantastic. Go and watch it. So thanks for everybody for subscribing, all your comments. We'll see you on the next one.